And on the whole, I think I've fared well under attack, and I've been able to hold my own. But then, a couple of days ago, this fellow came on one of these podcasts, this young man, and he started to cite statistics about Gaza. And he said, if you look at life expectancy, and you look at infant mortality, and you look at several other standard metrics, he said the fact of the matter is Gaza falls in the category of a developing country in the world, if you look at those metrics. And I have to be honest. So as you know, many of you know, I was calling Gaza a concentration camp. And then along comes this fellow who says, concentration camp, if you look at the metrics, it looks more like Ecuador. And I did have to stop and think. You know, it did cause me, I sat down and I had to reason the whole matter through. But I have to recognize, and this is one of the problems which I hope you folks will take away with you, not just from this evening, but from your own life experience, that in virtually every case, when it comes to the humanities or social sciences, there are always arguments on the other side. It's never open and shut. It's never black and white. And that you've got to, if you want to persuade the people, you've got to listen to the other side in order to learn how to answer. When you're talking to yourself, there's no problem. Okay? Everybody, as the expression has, is singing to the choir. It's no problem. But you have to remember, the choir is not the world. You're engaging with the whole of public opinion. And you want to win people over. And when you want to win people over, you have to remember there are arguments on the other side. And sometimes you have to pause and think through what's wrong with this argument. And I think you judge for yourself on another day because we don't have the time now. I felt I was able, very calmly, with afterthought and reflection, I thought I was able to answer that argument. But it did remind me, number one, as much as you know, speaking for myself, as much as you know, there are arguments on the other side. And number two, you've got to listen to those arguments because they're going to keep coming up and you have to be able to answer them as a political person if you want to persuade and win over others to your cause, which in my opinion is a just cause.